Hi everyone, and welcome in to our 2022 Ostara ceremony. I hope you're excited. I'm so excited to be with you tonight, and welcome in from whatever part of the world you are joining me from. It's very loud in my neighborhood because my neighbors are Persian, and tonight is Nowruz. They will be up all night long, as they are every year. Music playing, celebrations. Part of my family is Persian, so they're celebrating Nowruz today. So Nowruz blessings, Nowruz Mubarak if you celebrate the new year today, and if you're celebrating Ostara, cheers to you. If you are in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, I want to wish you a blessed fall equinox because no matter where you are in the world, today is magical. There are about 200 million people around the world celebrating a new year today, and that spans all the way across northern India and into the Middle East. And so anyway, cheers to all of you. And thank you. I wanted to dress up for you a little bit. You know, tonight's about duality. So what I'm wearing represents the darkness that we are emerging from. And then in your kit for tonight, of course, you have a beautiful veil that we will wear together, and ceremonially we will release the veil, which means we welcome the light. So we're going to have this duality energy. And how many of you are in the Southern Hemisphere? South America, New Zealand, Australia, where we have a huge sage goddess family across those three regions. If you are in the Southern Hemisphere, I want you to wave hello. You know, the darkness that I'm wearing represents the turn that you are making, right? You are turning from the season of summer to the season of fall, and soon you'll be facing wintertime that we're emerging from. So cheers, right? Yes! All right, so indeed, all of the celebrations that we have tonight. Our Sage Goddess makeup line launched today with my palette, which is all of the colors of eyeshadow that I wear every single day. So if you've been like, how do I do my makeup like hers? You go to sagegoddess.com today and you get your palette while we have it. It just launched today. And then I'm gonna do a little fun makeup tutorial and teach you how I do my makeup, and also show you some alternative ideas for how you can do that. And then we'll talk more about this at the end of our time together tonight. I know, it's getting warm where you are. It's getting warm in New York. It's getting warm across the eastern seaboard. My beloveds in the Midwest are excited because it's getting warm there. We've had beautiful weather in SoCal for 4 months, right? So yeah. What is my stone top thing? I don't know. Do you like it? It's kind of just a fun little situation I had for you tonight. I like to dress up. I don't know if you do. Some people are not into costumes and jewelry and body jewelry and things like that, but I'm kind of into it. And I also like to shop on Etsy. So I found a shop on Etsy where they make all of these beautiful things. And I don't have that link for you right now, but I can share it with you later. I like to support artists on Etsy. I know. So anyway, if you're into dressing up and supporting artists, that's something you can do as well. So your kit, if you have your tools for tonight, comes with your candle, which we will light together, your perfume, Rebirth. And then this is kind of the most important tool for tonight. I will tell you, if you don't have the tools for tonight, I would like for you to go into your collection tonight, and I would like for you to find a piece of quartz. Could you please, in the next 10 minutes? I know you got quartz in your collection somewhere. Could you please go find a quartz sphere, or that would be ideal. If you don't have a sphere, could you find a generator or a point or a wand or a pyramid? Because we are going to program this quartz for your growth tonight. Isn't that going to be fun? We're going to program it for your growth. So if you have quartz, you're going to be able to participate in the work that we're doing together tonight. And quartz is the most common mineral. It's usually the first thing that people purchase when they find me. You know, at Sage Goddess, we have like 11,000 items on our website, but quartz is still kind of the number one and usually the first purchase people make. So if you have an egg, that's fantastic. If you have a flame, go get that thing right now. If you don't have any crystals, just stay with me. You know what I mean? Because you can still work the energy side of this. But if you have a crystal in your collection, I bet you it's quartz, and I would love for you to have it. Tumbled is great. Whatever you got, honey, you go and get it. I love it. Molly's got a quartz phallus. That's kind of good for spring equinox. I was always about to give birth this time of year. Both of my kids are equinox babies. My daughter was born on the 15th and my son was born on the 31st. And then Bodhi's turning 1 tomorrow. So literally my 3 kids are equinox babies. June was an exciting time in my in my marriage, right? And then if you got your tools, then you also got the makeup that I'm wearing. I wear this every day. I'm not just wearing this because it's class today. Do you see the little shimmer on my lip and the little shimmer in the corners of my eyes that make you like fairy eyes? That's crystal eyes. And I have this at sagegoddess.com. This is a liquid highlighter that's going to absolutely change your life. And what I do is I put my lipstick on and then I put it on as a top coat. Makes you kind of sparkly, and then just a little bit in the corner of each eye. I just did it before I came live. I wear this every day. So if you would like crystal eyes, you can actually get this separately at sagegoddess.com. You don't have to buy the whole kit to get it. And then the purple eyeshadow I'm actually wearing tonight. So if you like my eye makeup, that's at sagegoddess.com too. Yeah, any kind of quartz is fine. Tibetan, rose, smoky. Anybody with amethyst tonight? Did you do your shimmer shimmer? I'm so excited that you did it. I know. And the new palette, by the way, is so fun. Like some of these other colors. And I'm showing you makeup tonight because it's no ruse for a lot of people, but this is also the week of Holi in India, where they literally will throw these colored powders and they put it in their hair and they adorn themselves with it as makeup. And they do that because it's the return of the light. So I'm going to show you right here in real time. If you take this kind of gold shimmer and just on the top of your cheekbones, look at that. Look what happens. It makes you look younger. It makes you look like the sun is hitting you. Do you see that on my cheek? I'm just doing it for you in real time to show you. You will have so much fun with this compact. And it's literally a replica of my favorite colors I've ever used. So you've got to get that before you go offline tonight. While we still have it. And you can sparkle. Wait, hold on. I got to put a little bit more on my other cheek. So cheers. Happy Holi. Happy Nowruz. Happy Ostara. All the things that we are celebrating tonight. Put a little bit on your nose. A little shimmer on your nose. A little bit on your forehead. Just makes you look sun-kissed, right? You're gonna love it so much. You're gonna be like, Athena, how did I ever live without this thing? That's why I'm bringing you makeup. I'm like, Sage Goddess has to make you makeup because I know how to make you look young and kind of sun-kissed and magic, right? Well, Dasha, I'm going to teach you how to do it, darling. So if you get the palette, I'm going to do a tutorial and I'm going to email it to everybody who's bought the palette so that they know exactly how to use it. Isn't that fun? I know. Okay, so let us dial it back. I'm going to begin officially our ceremonial work tonight. It's a big turn of the wheel tonight. When we leave winter, right? When we leave winter, what does it mean? Winter is a hug, right? Winter is comfort. Winter is rest, surrender, right? It is. Winter is all the things. Safe, home, comfort, nourishment, getting under the covers, right? Staying connected to the loved ones in our lives. And then comes spring. What does spring do? Spring tells us that it's now time to venture out. It's now time to emerge. It's time to grow. It's time to expand. We can't stay under the covers all year. So tonight begins the work of 2022. Tonight begins the work. I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about this because, to be honest with you, I don't hear enough people talking about it. I see a ton of social media content that says, happy spring, happy rebirth, happy this, happy that. And it is. But I also like to give you kind of the, at least from my perspective, the fuller story of what tonight's all about. Now the pressure's on. That's why I have been so like soaking in the last few days of winter. And I'm not a winter person. I don't like cold weather. I don't like rain. I don't like snow. You can judge me if you want. I am a warm weather, tropical weather person. I don't like cold. But I was really soaking in these last couple of days. And this morning and yesterday were actually quite cold in Southern California. And the reason is now it begins. What you will do this year, what you will build, what you'll create starts tonight. Starts right now. And millions of people around the world are joining us in ceremony. They're gathering at all the sacred sites, the pyramids, right? The great formations, the stone formations, the land formations. They're gathering in their homes. They're drinking special tea. They have ceremonial altars set up to represent rebirth and growth. But what I want to remind you is, now the work begins. When I see you in December and I ask you, so how'd it go? What did you do? What worked and what didn't work, right? What were you able to build and then what couldn't be done this year? Your answer to those questions hinges. It absolutely hinges on the intentions that you set tonight with me. It hinges on your capacity now to step forward and say, yes, I'm ready. I have rested enough. I have retreated enough. I have gone within. I have done the inner work. And now I'm ready to, right, to blow my breath into this season that represents a turn, not only of season, but of the wheel of the year, right? Truly. Just breathe with me here. Tonight we say goodbye to Earth element, which has held us, steadied us, prepared us. Tonight it's good night. Good night, Earth. Thank you so much for supporting us, encouraging us, stabilizing us, preparing us. And it's welcome to air. So what I want you to think about tonight, hi. Right. We've been sitting in the root chakra, the butte, right? We've been sitting right here, and we've been really like pushing down, right? We've been earthing and grounding and connecting. And now with this inhale into spring, we're bringing all the energy up into the lungs and the diaphragm to begin to move out through the heart. So it's a real shift, even in your physical stance and your structure. Like we've been down in these lowers and it's good, right? Like winter gives us that chance to really embody and be deep in the lower chakras. But now we have to pull that energy up, right? And we have to begin to now breathe. We move from earth to air, right? So now it's the lungs that hold the capacity. Now we start to run energy through the central channels. We move the energy from the root to the solar and into the heart space, right? Where the lungs fill and expand and extract and contract and release. And so it's like pull that energy. Imagine your body now. If you've been feeling really kind of like heavy and maybe even discouraged or depressed, it's now time to move that energy from those lower chakras into the central chakras and move it up. When we get to the next season of summer and we move into the element of fire, we're going to move the energy back down to the sacral chakra and kind of get your furnace moving. But for right now, we have to breathe. We have to go from the root to the heart and the solar, right? So that's the expansion. So hearing the chimes, like getting in touch with your breath tonight is really important. Moving from earth to air is not insignificant, because what it is it's both a challenge, like can you release some of the density of the winter time, right? Even your own winter coat. A lot of us lose weight, right, when we come from winter into spring, because it's like we've been underneath layers and underneath all of this stuff, and now we have to start to move the energy through those chakras and begin to emit that energy through the heart and the solar plexus. Then we'll move it back down to the sacral chakra at the summer solstice, and then we'll bring it back up to the heart and out through the third eye when we get into the fall season, before we head back to the earth chakra with winter time. Does that make sense? So yeah, so if you've been feeling heavy, depressed, right? Yeah, for me, water in autumn is heart chakra and third eye. So those of you who are moving into that season and that position now, because you're in New Zealand, Australia, South America, what I would say is tonight, imagine that the same light that we're pushing up through the heart and the solar plexus, I want you guys below the equator to be moving that energy up, and then imagine it coming through the heart chakra and then moving through the throat and out through the third eye. Because for me, vision is also a water element energy. It's being able to move with the flow of your vision without questioning, judging it, or censoring it, right? So you have to have some water energy too to be able to move that energy. For me, sacral's all fire, Emily B, but if you see it as water, I love that too, right? In my traditions, sacral is a furnace. It's an inner fire that burns. And so, but if you see it as water, then you might choose to connect it with the autumn season. And what I will always tell you is even though I have ways that I've been trained and you may have ways you've been trained, I don't think there's a wrong answer. If you really feel a connection between a certain element and a certain chakra, you should honor that in your practices and your traditions too. Okay, so for tonight, here's what we are doing. I want you to, if you're ready, light your candle. Now I'm going to light my candle tonight, and I'm going to leave it burning through the night. It's a tradition I have at the spring equinox that I do not extinguish my candle for at least 12 hours. That's up to you if you have a safe place to put your candle. I have a safe place to put it where I know it won't be disturbed. This is meant to burn for long durations. And the reason is this is the return to light, right? So if you want to leave your candle lit with me tonight, great. If you feel safer and better extinguishing your candle when we're done, that's good too. I'm lighting mine for the second time with you tonight. And then I will leave it lit through the night to honor this time. And I want to take a moment to anoint with your perfume. And this perfume, like I said, has all of the elements of attraction, desire, manifestation. It has violet myrrh, blackberry, birch tar, and an attar from India called motia, which is for manifestation and creation. And we've gotten so much feedback from you guys that you love this perfume. So you can get this one on its own too at sagegoddess.com if you like it. So I'm anointing at my third eye for what I know, at my wrist for what I do, and then a little bit at my ankles for where I go to bless my steps. And really take the time tonight, you know, like this is you moving out into the world now. This is sexy. This is enchanting. This is put extra oil on, anoint your feet, right? Rub the oils into your feet. Make ceremony of this. We used to do this in the old days, right? Taking just a little bit and into the décolleté, right? And surrounding the heart chakra. And then taking what's left into your hands, because it smells so good. And then into your hair, right? Wherever else feels good, into the pulse points and the pressure points. A little bit behind your knees. So that when you're moving, everyone will smell that incredible scent. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, you can smell every note. The orris root in this one too, there's a little touch of orris. When it hits that violet, it sort of punches up the violet, makes it more pronounced in this blend. So I'm so glad you like it. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so glad you like it. Okay. So we have the stage set. I am going to open our circle for our work together tonight. And I want to encourage you now to drop in, you know, to a deeper state of conscious awareness. The whole world will be ready for you in half an hour when we're done. You know, take this time just for you. This is your celebration tonight. This is your coming alive ceremony. This is your celebration. This is your shake it off. You know, this is what needs to be surrendered. We're in a waning moon phase at Nowruz. You know, like, what do you need to let go of? Is it fear? Is it worrying about or caring what other people think? Is it hesitation? Is it anxiety? Like, don't you want to be a little lighter? Don't you want to stop carrying around stuff that doesn't even belong to you? Like, what is it for you tonight? I'm actually sincere in this question. You have big work ahead of you this year. But that big work does not include carrying around other people's problems or opinions or, you know? At the end of this life, at the end of it, you're not responsible for any of that. You're responsible for you. Did you love? Did you expand? Did you grow? Did you find your why? You know, did you show up for the challenges and also the joys and the incredible rides of your life? Every year when spring came, did you choose to expand instead of contract? Did you try something different each year to see what worked for you and what didn't work for you, right? What can we let go of tonight so that your journey into this new year, right? Nowruz, which means new day in Farsi, right? Or however you think about this day, it's a day of renewal. What can we take off your plate? What's too much for you right now, right? Fear of having a love relationship or not having a love relationship, anxiety, stress, moving, right? Look at that. Like Lydia was saying, you know, her situation brings both fear and sadness. And Saya, you're actually moving right now, which is an incredible time to move. I mean, honestly, it's the most auspicious time to move. But it's still challenging, right? Letting go of rumination, self-criticism, fear, pain. Yes, letting go of toxic relationships and thoughts, old patterns. Now let's talk about this. When you decide to do this tonight, remember that letting go is not an action. It's not something that you have to do. There's no like 12-step process that I'm going to teach you. It is a choice that you make to let go of the past and what isn't serving you. So I'm going to ask you to really focus your vision right now on what it is you want to release so that you can move lightly into the season ahead, okay? And I'm going to ask you to focus, focus, focus. I'm going to count to 10. Put all of your energy there right now. What do you need to let go of? Do you have it? It can be words, it can be a phrase. What has to be released? 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. Get in there. Do the thing right now. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. 7, 1,000. 8, 1,000. 9, 1,000. 10, 1,000. If you've got nothing to let go, I will just say I think that's fantastic, and also I envy you, because living in the world, for me, I constantly have something I have to release. Like every 15 minutes. If you have nothing to let go, stay here. If you have something to let go, are you ready? Into the smoke. This is the air element. This is spring. Into that smoke it goes. Let it go. That's all there is to it. Right? Doesn't matter whether it's today or yesterday, and could even be future challenges that you're sensing. Let it go. Let it go. Is it gone? Yeah. Let it go. And now let's do the calling in. Equinox. Anybody else speak Latin? I studied Latin for 4 years. Equinox. What does equinox mean? Tonight's an equinox. Equinox. If we're speaking it correctly. What does equinox mean? What does equi mean? It's the root word of the word equal. Same. What does nox mean? It's the root word of the word night. Right? Equal night. Equinox. No matter where you are on this planet tonight, how far away you are from me, how far away I am might be from you, we have the same number of hours of daylight and sunlight. After tonight, imbalance. Okay? Equinox. It's beautiful, isn't it? We only have 2 equinox a year. And it's the same energy. We must release, we must call in, right? But we can't call in if we haven't let go. It's the medicine of tonight. The amount of daylight and evening time is just a reminder, right? Nature is out of balance 363 days a year. She has no balance. And yet, when we're out of balance for half an hour, what do? Judge the shit out of ourselves. Why can't I find balance? I need to be balanced. Yeah, but nature's not. She has 2 equinoxes a year. Other than that, it's either too much light or too much darkness. She's either too much in her shadow or she's too much in her light. And she does the dance, right? And then she does the dance, and she does the dance, and she does the dance. If you're only in balance twice a year, you and nature have so much in common. Equinox. Right? It's true. So let's call in the energies, the 5 elements. I'm playing my drum for you tonight that has the flower of life on it. That's what your DNA looks like when you take a cross-section of it. That fingerprint of creation is in all plants, all forms of life. It's in you, it's in your cells, it's in your double helix. So tonight's creation, right? Yeah. You can grab a drum and drum with me, or I'll drum for you. Welcoming in the guides and the guardians of the East. We greet you tonight. Element of air. New beginnings, new cycles. A new year. And cheers and happy new year. First sign of the zodiac, we turn the wheel toward you tonight, Aries. So even in our Western astrology, we honor the new year with Aries. Happy birthday to Aries. My son's an Aries. His birthday is next week. He's turning 15. Happy birthday to Claire. Her birthday is tomorrow. Yes. Cheers and cheers. Thank you to the guides and the guardians of the East for helping us open a new door to a new cycle and a new pathway. We welcome in the guides and the guardians of the South, direction of fire. Thank you for helping us change. Look at all my Aries in the feed. Yay! I love me an Aries. It's my favorite sign. Cheers and cheers. Guardians of fire, help us to change and grow without fear. Move with the courage of Jaguar in the South. We welcome you. In direction of West, element of water, we welcome in the guides and the guardians tonight. Water energy for renewal, rebirth, coming through the birth canal, a new year, a new start, a new place to begin. Your trees are about to flower and bloom. The quality of the fruit depends on the fertilizer. You have to tend your garden. Put in the work now, right? Cheers, cheers, cheers. Welcoming you in from the West with gratitude. And then guardians of the North, help us keep it grounded, keep it safe, keep it stable. Take our time, but stay steady and persistent. Don't give up. Stick-to-itiveness in the North. Don't give up when it gets hard. It always gets hard. Anything good gets hard, right? I'm gonna leave that one alone. But you know what I mean. We welcome you in, guides and guardians of the North, element of Earth. Bringing it into physical form, making it real. We can taste it and touch it and feel it, embrace it. I walked into that one. And then to the guides and the guardians of the spirit element. Here to connect the dots, animate the magic, bring it all to life. Make it happen, right? The guardians of manifestation. guardians of ether, invoke the Akash. The east is here, and the south is here, and the west is here, and the north is here, and the spirit's here. Amen, Aho. So it is. Amen, Aho. So it is. Okay. Whew, that was good. I forgot to mention to you, by the way, when I was showing you my altar, other things you might want to put on your altar tonight, or for the next week or so. In the Persian tradition, they put 7 things on the altar that start with the letter S. And the apple is one of them. And the apple on the altar during the week of Nowruz or Ostara represents beauty. And then if you put coins on your altar, right over there, during the week of Nowruz or Ostara, that represents the coming of abundance for you. And so I've traveled all over the world and collected coins. So I always put coins from different parts of the world and trips that my family went on or I went on. And but whatever you have, even coins in your own currency are fine. There are some US coins on there, but there's other coins too. So you can choose to add other things to your altar other than just the tools I've given you. I just want to inspire you to branch out a little bit if that resonates with you. And thank you for drumming with me. I love knowing that you're drumming with me. That makes my heart happy. Chocolate coins, whatever you got. You know, in the Chinese tradition, they will tell you there should be at least some coins from your own country, your own currency, because that tells the universe what to bring you more of. That's a thing. So just to share that with you, because I have so many clients in different countries and different traditions, and I'm constantly learning too. So they will always say, you can put coins from other currencies on your altar, but you should for sure put coins from your own currency, because the gods who bring you wealth look for the coins that are your currency and they bring you more of that. So that's kind of a fun little tidbit too. Okay. Now, what we are doing for our celebration tonight, my darlings, focuses on this particular tool for tonight. Yeah, if you have an extra apple downstairs, my kids eat apples like candy. They go through a dozen apples a week, which I'm not complaining, it's great, but trying to find an apple for Nowruz for my altar. 7 is a lucky number, that's why. The altar in the Persian tradition is called the Haft Sin, and that means 7 S's. Haft is 7. So, and it's 7 things that begin with the letter S that are good luck to bring you beauty and abundance and health. And the apple also represents health too. It's beauty and health. So yeah. Yeah, and if you want to know more about that, I did a whole Haft Sin video and ritual for Sage Goddess. I think it was like, how long ago was that, you guys? 3 or 4 years ago? Might still be on YouTube. I'm not sure. Team SG can kind of find that for you. I mean, maybe not right now, but they'll find it. And I kind of explained, we had a perfume called Haft Sin, and I did a whole Haft Sin kit to help you build a Haft Sin Nowruz altar. Do you remember that? So anyway, apple juice can be totally used. Not traditionally on a Persian altar, but in general, you can put apple juice. I think on a Persian altar, I've never seen them sub apples with apple juice, but I would say if that's what you have, it's better to put something there that represents apple, or even apple seeds. So what some people do is they will dry apple seeds and then keep them every year and arrange them, in the 5-pointed star that's usually inside the apple, and that can be what they represent for Haft Sin too. I know, it's kind of fun, right? Okay, if you have your faceted sphere from tonight's kit, if you have it with you, I want you to grab that. If you have any other quartz, okay? A sphere, a generator, whatever kind of quartz, smoky quartz, rose quartz, don't second guess it. Just grab it, because here's what we're gonna do. So we just released everything that is too heavy for us to carry around into the season of growth. We want to be light, we want to be effervescent, we want to be like the bubbles in a champagne glass. We don't want to be tied down, weighed down, held down, right? Okay, so here's what I want you to do now. There are 48 facets on this sphere. You don't have to use all 48, but I do want you to at least call in 7, because we're working with the number 7. It's a lucky number in many cultures for tonight. And I want you to touch the different facets of the sphere as you call in your spring equinox blessings for the year ahead, okay? I don't want you to dream small. I really want you to dream big. And I am that friend, and I'm probably that annoying friend, but I will tell you this is true. I'm that friend where I will say, that's not big enough. That's not big enough. And you'll say, well, what do you mean, Athena? Like, I'm saying I want my own this or my own that, or I want love in my life. What kind of love in your life? Well, big love. Oh, awesome. What does that look like? Well, somebody who wants to travel the world with me. Okay, where are you going? Like, I want you to go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger tonight. If you don't have crystals, here's what I want you to do. Are you ready? Do you know what your most magical tools are? Your fingers. You got 10 of them. I'm only asking you to use 7 of them tonight, so you can give the other 3 a break, okay? And if you don't have any tools tonight, I want you to go around your hands, and I want you to call in 7 blessings for tonight for you. Now, if you are an extra like me and an overachiever like me, you can do more. You can go around all 48 facets of this little sphere and make it happen for yourself, and I will congratulate you and celebrate you. Okay? Does everybody feel like you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? You're in a safe container, you're inside of a circle, and you're with me. Let's do this thing. You ready? Ginny, I have no doubt that your butt is also magical, but you only have 2 cheeks as opposed to 7 fingers. I'd rather you have 7 blessings, 7 little blessings, rather than, if your cheeks are like mine, 2 big blessings. Okay, you ready? And if you want to share what you're calling in the feed, I would love to hold space for you, but you don't have to. You can totally keep it to yourself. You don't have to say a word. If your husband's in the next room and you know it's just so weird for him, you can zip it. If you're all by yourself, you can scream this thing out your window if you want. Some of you live on big land and you're all by yourself. You can like roll with this ceremony however you want, okay? Okay, so we're calling this in first, and then we're gonna work with our lace, okay? Are you ready? 7. At least. Shoot for 12, why the heck not? I'm a more is more kind of girl, okay? Okay. Isn't it fun? Just go around. Mm-hmm. Feels so good, doesn't it? Do it! Yes! I love it. Whatever you're using is great. And yes, I mean, you can imagine infinite numbers of points, right? Yeah, use the dice if you have it. Do that. Be creative, right? It's spring. Do this thing. Look, I rhymed. Heal your relationships, right? Call in infinite abundance, joy, more time with your family, peace, connection. Being a source of light and inspiration to other people. I'm just sharing some of mine, right? You can do yours too. Deeper connection and intimacy, laughter. Being able to talk about my mom without crying, which I'm working on. Ease and flow. Easy completion of my new book, which is due in August. Excitement, enjoyment, travel, seeing new things, reconnecting with old friends, partnering with new people, creating new beauty in the world, feeling free, feeling empowered, feeling silly, discovering more layers of who I am and what I want. Seeing people, raising a vibration of peace for this planet, trusting in the goodness of humanity. At some point it becomes like bigger than you, doesn't it? Relaxation, surrender, serenity, being happy with what is. That's a good one, isn't it? Hearing my house full of laughter. It's a big one for me. Perfect health, a strong, vibrant body that can keep up with my mind, creativity and inspiration, yeah, abundance, expansion, desire. Yeah. Self-acceptance. Feel it? I'm just holding this space for you right now. It's super yummy. Twin flame. This is your wishing time and your wishing space. Don't put any limits on it. It doesn't matter if it's realistic. Nothing I've created has ever been realistic. So, fuck that. Being realistic is so like 2015. Yeah. Passion, love, a new place to live, a healthy body image, a blessed union, support, encouragement, self-confidence, peace for all, dream job, self-love, stability, forgiveness, amazing health, citizenship, self-acceptance. Love that, Sunny Smith, by the way. Love that. Trust, forever true love, aligning with your higher self. Did you run out of fingers? Yeah, Jamie's like, I lost count, but that was definitely more than 10. I love that for you, Jamie. Okay. If you used a stone, I want you to hold the stone in your left hand and cover it with your right hand. If you used your fingers, I want you to take your left hand, make a ball with it, and cover your left hand with your right hand. Okay? Got it? On this most sacred and holy of nights, the start of a new year, a new cycle, and the breath, the breathing into being of what is possible. I call upon you, Source Creator, God, Goddess, the One. I ask that you bless every person who's watching with everything that they seek in perfect time and in full alignment with their purpose for being here. I ask that what they desire comes into being in alignment with the highest good of themselves and also of the highest good of everyone who's here on this planet at this time. I call upon our spirit guides to lead us in a good way and to help make dreams come true on this equinox night. May you be blessed with balance and also with the flow of everything that you seek in this moment and always. And together we say, Amen. Aho. And so it is. Just be in touch with that breath tonight. Yeah. Remember, up out of the lower chakras now. We can go back there in winter time. It'll be there waiting for us. That big warm embrace. But for now, it's time to grow. Yeah, everything you'll create this year begins tonight. Don't waste any time. I hope you feel the wind behind you pushing you. Yeah. I do. Goddess of dawn, spirit of holy light, it is time to awaken the slumbering ground. Speak, Ostara, to the return of life, your gift to us in this season of renewal and rebirth. May you bless me with the colors of spring as I give thanks for the bounty of the earth. And together we say, Amen, Aho. And so it is. I forgot enough long it up tonight, that's right. There she will remain. So if you don't have a candle, just remember mine will be lit all night tonight for you. Just like that. That's right. All night for you. Yeah. Okay. Now the last step for tonight is to take your beautiful veil and I want you just to gently drape it over your face, like the bride that you are, right? Mm-hmm. And so what we're going to do for this last step tonight, take a moment with the veil over your head. Right? It's like the moment, did you wear a veil when you got married? It's the moment before your groom lifts it to kiss you. It's one of the most beautiful moments in a marriage, right? Right? So I want you to take a moment here with the veil down, and I want you to say your final goodbye to winter with me. Okay, you ready? To you, sweet winter, we are so grateful for your blessings, for the quiet, the stillness, and even the cold. As you teach us to retreat, go within, surrender, trust. That it is time to let go of the comfort of you. We know you prepared us for this moment, this transition. So on the inhale here, I want you to call in all the blessings of winter this year. What did it bring you? Protection, time, comfort, reflection, right? On the inhale, call all of that in now. And on the exhale, The rest is complete. The rest is complete. It'll be there for us next year. You know, one of the things I try to teach you as we gather for these ceremonies, if you ever wonder why I do it, nature tells us everything we need to know, doesn't she? What am I supposed to do right now? Stay awake a little longer, work a little harder, right? The light's here. It's warmer outside. You're supposed to be with your people. It's not the season of retreat anymore, right? You're ready for this. But I will tell you, I will also kick your absolute booty into these next phases. This whole planet's been asleep for 2 years. It's time to get to work. Will you join me? Will you join me? Will you join me? Yeah. Cheers, everybody. So good. I was just so happy to be with you tonight. So I wanted to place my bindi. If you got the kit, it came with your little bindis, and if you don't know what a bindi is, I gave you little, like, cute little jeweled ones. A bindi is not for you. You don't wear it for you. You wear it for the person who sees it. It goes over your third eye. I might do a shitty job of this just because I'm live and that's kind of hard to see. There you go. And do you know what it's a reminder of? It's a reminder to pray. So when you see someone else's bindi, it reminds you to pray. They're wearing it for you. So you got a little packet of a few of them. Maybe for the next week, just wear it. You might think people will think you're weird, but they won't. In fact, most people, when I wear mine out and about, they're like, I want that. How do I get one of those? And you'll be a living reminder to pray. For each other, for the planet, for peace, for transformation, for growth, for possibility, for abundance, for joy, for love. All those things. It's hard doing shit without a mirror, but, you know, it looks all right. Your bindi's a reminder to use wrinkle serum. I love that, Tracy. That's why we're friends, darling, because we can say that to each other, right? I love it. So let's release our guides and guardians tonight. Yeah, so good to be with you guys tonight. All right. Whew. If you don't have the little bindis, by the way, just put a little, take a Sharpie and put a little dot right there. Take a little bit of your eyeshadow and it's the mark that matters, you know? It's so good. So releasing the guides and the guardians who've tended us so beautifully this evening, beginning with the spirit element. Thank you, guardians of the element of spirit, ether, Akash. Thank you for coming and making magic in our life, moving the chess pieces in ways that remind us that magic is real. Yeah, we don't have to work too hard. Set an intention, let it go. Right? Release you with gratitude. And thank you to the guides and the guardians of the North for holding the space so beautifully for us tonight, for your peace, presence, protection. Thank you for guarding us in the season of winter, and for releasing us tonight to the safe care of the guardians of the air element. Release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the West, thank you for helping us move a lot of emotional energy tonight, finding renewal within. We release you with gratitude from our ceremony this evening. And to the guides and the guardians of the South, thank you for strength, courage, power, creation, transformation. Thank you for helping us tend the inner fire in the South. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the East, we have awaited you with great anticipation. So good to be in your company this evening. Thank you for guiding us in the 3 months ahead. Thank you for your ability to help us rise above the challenges of our life and see with clarity what our next step should be. We give thanks and release you this evening with love and gratitude. And together we say, Amen, Aho, and so it is. Happy spring, blessed equinox, and Nowruz Mubarak if you celebrate the Persian New Year with us. Cheers and cheers and cheers. Our next ceremony, I feel like the queen of light and darkness here tonight. Thank you for being here. Our next ceremony is, other than new moon and full moon, is Beltane. Beltane on May 1st. I do want to take a minute. If you have a minute, I want to teach you about Beltane. Beltane is one of my favorite holidays of the entire year. It's on May 1st. And its counterpoint is Samhain. So if you're in the northern hemisphere on May 1st, you're celebrating the Beltane. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're celebrating Samhain, and vice versa. When we're celebrating Samhain, they're celebrating Beltane. Beltane, you know, the wheel of the year in the earth-based traditions is a story of love. It's the lovers. It's the god and the goddess and their union. And so at Spring Equinox, she gives birth, right? At the Beltane, she gets pregnant. Yeah. And so Beltane is when the god and the goddess consummate their relationship. It's a very sexy holiday as a double fire sign. I get really excited about it. You are supposed to have sex that night. It could be with you. It doesn't have to be with like another person. But it is the sacred rite. It is when the god takes the goddess and they consummate and she conceives. And it is a beautiful night of actually bringing physical matter together to create magic. And so we have Beltane tools for you at sagegoddess.com. And this year's kit is really special. We wanted to do something, usually there's something called a maypole, which is like all these different colors of ribbon. And I was like, how do I make like a maypole candle? So what you're getting is the orange candle, which is the color of fire. It's a fire holiday. And then we made you little tea lights with different intentions. We're gonna light them and pour the wax over the candle, so yours will look like this. And then you get your Flame of Desire perfume and your Flame of Desire necklace, which is the first time we've done a sterling silver, citrine, and carnelian amulet with a kit like this. So here's what's cool. The price of the amulet is the price of the whole kit. So you're basically getting the candle, the tea lights, the perfume, and the canvas art for free. Because the pendant would have been $89 and the kit is $89 and it comes with the pendant and it comes on a chain and it's sterling silver. So anyway, the candles are unscented. The the main pillar candle is unscented, and then the tea lights have different essential oils in them aligned to the different intentions that they represent. And then Flame of Desire is fire and aphrodisia to get you kind of spicy for the night. Isn't it gorgeous? I'll show you the necklace up close. If you would like the kit, it's at sagegoddess.com. Team SG has put up the link at the top, so you'll find that. And if you go to the sagegoddess.com website, it's right there. And if you get the kit tonight, one of you is going to win. Let me show you this. This is a wand I have saved for tonight. It is a double terminated quartz twin flame wand. So both of the points are twin points. Let's see if I can show you. See how it's a twin? And look at this one, it's a twin point and it has rutilated quartz inside of it. They're so beautiful, you guys. And then there is a peach moonstone cut and faceted and 4 sunstones. So that's an $800 wand. If you get the tools before midnight tonight, one of you will win that wand. And then this, I recommend wearing this either up high as a choker or way down low. I'm gonna wear mine low, like more toward the lower chakras. I actually have a waist chain, and I think I'm gonna put my fire pendant on my waist chain. And I'll tell you about the notes in the perfume too. This is the pendant, by the way. So the pendant has natural citrine, that's not heat treated, and a carnelian there, and it's sterling silver with 14 karat gold over, and it's all open on the back. Isn't that beautiful? It's absolutely stunning. So like I said, if the pendant was available on its own, it would be $89. The kit is $89, so you get everything else for free, which is such a good value. I know. And it's 22% off. Your code is 22HOLI, 22HOLI. And the notes in the perfume, I'm going to tell you right this minute. Uh-oh, did I not bring my little... No, I did. Here it is. The notes in the perfume. French lavender for purification. Then there's also bergamot for joy and for success. There's heliotrope for strength, but heliotrope also helps attract love to you, and it's an aphrodisiac. Orris, which is also an aphrodisiac for attraction, and pink peppercorn for passion. So it's kind of fiery, it's kind of spicy, but it also has these big floral notes in it that I think you're going to love. Isn't it gorgeous? Citrine's your birthstone. I know. And you know what's really cool is finding jewelry, or having jewelry made without heat treated citrine is really, really tough. And that is a 0.20 carat natural citrine. So like I said, I would either wear it really up high or really down low, depending on where you put it. But it's my favorite size of pendant. It's not so small that it doesn't take up space, but it's not so big that you can't wear it every day. And it is sterling, so you can wear this every day. I wear my sterling jewelry every day. Isn't it gorgeous? So good luck, happy shopping. 22HOLI, 22HOLI is your code at sagegoddess.com, and that kit is available for you if you would like it. My palette of eyeshadow is available for you too, that I was showing you earlier. And I'm going to be teaching you how to do makeup very soon. But like I was showing you, you can take a little bit of that gold and do your little highlighting and on your cheekbones. This is a big deal. When you highlight on your cheekbones and on the tip of your nose and a little bit up here, and then you can do a little bit on your chin. It makes you look younger. It makes you look kind of dewy, like you're glowing. And people say, oh, you're glowing. And you're like, it's just my highlighter. So this is everything you need for your whole face, literally. You can use this shade right here, which I do, as my blush. I use this as a bronzer. So there's literally nothing on my face right now that isn't on this palette. This is your whole face for $25 at sagegoddess.com. So enjoy. And Team SG will put the link up too for the palette, which is brand new today. And then if you want to learn more about our makeup line, sagegoddess.com/makeup is the place to go. And you can get the little highlighter, the crystal eyes, This is so much fun, you guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a blast. This is just, you take a little bit. Let me see if I can do it without screwing it up. Just a little bit in the corner of your eyes. And that's how you get the little thing there. Do a little bit on your... And then see if your kids don't steal all of this out of your drawer. When I first brought the makeup home, I brought it home, I put it in my drawer, I didn't say anything to Zoe, and the next day it was gone. So I was like, listen, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're excited. Let's have a conversation before all of my makeup comes out of the drawer. And she's like, but it's really good. I was like, I know, but that doesn't mean you get to have all of it and take my stuff away, right? Yeah, and I will tell you, we have worked with the best chemists in the world to make this makeup as healthy and safe for your skin as it can be. I have very sensitive skin, and this makeup does not irritate my eyes or my skin at all. And like I said, my staff member who's in charge of helping formulate these lines is a professional makeup artist. And so we're really proud of the quality and the beauty, and also just the actual outcome, right? Because the texture of your eyeshadow has to be right for it to be beautiful. So cheers, and thank you for celebrating with us tonight. We're so happy that you're here and enjoying it. So make sure you've subscribed to our YouTube channel before you leave for tonight. And I want to wish you a beautiful rest of your evening. Tuesday, Alexis and I will be back with you on YouTube right here for our live gem sale from 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. And Team SG can put the link up for that sale, and you can RSVP there. Or just make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll get a notification. And then Wednesday and Thursday, Soul Shift, we have class because I am headed out of town on Friday, which is really exciting. For the first time in, out of the country, for the first time in over 2.5 years. So, and then I'll be joining you live for New Moon from the Caribbean on March 31st, so stay tuned for that too. And so much love. Happy spring, happy Nowruz, happy Ostara, however you name this holiday, and happy fall equinox to those of you in the Southern Hem. We love you and we see you too. And we'll see you very soon. Have a great rest of your evening, and thank you Team SG for being there. Appreciate you so much. We'll see you soon. Have a great Sunday evening.